National Advisory Council is against the government on the Lokpal bill. The National Advisory Council has rejected the present Lokpal bill draft that was given. And this is the breaking news that's just coming in on your screen. You can see visuals of Anna Hazare, who's begun his fast. He has now started from India Gate, where he is going to be going now. Our correspondents did give us details about how he spoke against the Lokpal bill that's currently being drafted. He wants more changes to be there, changes that have been given by Shanti Bhushan and other prominent citizens. Kiran Bedi also, along with him, said that we don't like the Lokpal bill condition. The draft Lokpal bill, now breaking news coming in, has also been rejected by the National Advisory Council. In fact, the National Advisory Council is against the government on the Lokpal bill draft. It has rejected the present Lokpal bill draft. It does believe that the draft in its present sense is not something that they can give their approval to. Therefore, the National Advisory Council also rejecting the bill. Another setback coming for the government. Remember, it's coming at a time when Anna Hazare has begun his fast unto death. It's an indefinite hunger strike. He started today 8 a.m. where he was supposed to gather at Rajghat. After that, he has stated that he will continue that fast till there is some demands of his met by the government. Let's also go across to our political editor, Navika Kumar, who joins us. Navika, more trouble for the government. Why has the NAC gone ahead, rejected the Lokpal bill draft?
Well, the Lokpal bill draft is something that has been the cornerstone of the opposition by the Indian Corruption Association, in which Mr. Hazare is playing this role. And really, this is something that has found echo in the NAC, its own subgroup on transparency and fight against corruption, headed by Aruna Roy, has found the current draft that the government is working on inadequate. And that is why they have supported a fresh draft, a more powerful draft for a Lokpal bill to check corruption in government organizations, as well as from ministers and other public servants. And that's really the cornerstone on which the NAC has given support to the Indian Association on Corruption. And Hazare, on the day he begins his fast unto death, really get support from the NAC. At this point, the government really looking at it from the point of view of the Lokpal bill draft, which they are willing to look at in terms of creating a legislation on it. But what our sources in the government say, that this will require to be negotiated with various NGOs and support groups. And it cannot be that negotiation can be held with conditionalities, and that is the issue on which the government is stuck. But clearly at this point in time, a huge flashpoint between the government and NGOs that are fighting this whole war against corruption.
Right, Navika. However, at this point, like you have said, they are demanding for the NAC is demanding for a fresh, more powerful draft. Also keeping in mind, like you also said, Anna Hazare has begun his hunger strike. Is this not spelling more trouble for the government, especially since the Prime Minister had requested Anna Hazare not to go ahead with this fast?
Clearly, at this point, the government in an extremely tricky position, while the Prime Minister himself has been stating that he is one with Anna Hazare in fighting against corruption and has taken some steps. But at the moment, really, people are waiting and watching out for action from the Prime Minister on this score.